You wake up each morning feeling the weight of everything that needs to be done. There's a constant hum of thoughts in your mind, pushing you to control every detail, to make everything fit perfectly. But no matter how hard you try, peace still seems just out of reach. Does this sound familiar? You might believe that if you could just control your circumstances, your work, your relationships, everything would fall into place. But deep down, you know that controlling everything only leads to more anxiety, more stress, and ultimately more frustration. The harder you grip, the more life seems to slip through your fingers. Now take a moment and imagine something different. What if peace didn't come from trying harder? What if it came from letting go? What if the key to finding tranquility is not in control but in surrender? This isn't about giving up. It's about understanding that some things are beyond your grasp, and that's okay. It's about embracing the uncertainty of life, knowing that you don't have to have everything figured out to be at peace. In fact, peace often comes not when we control, but when we release the need to control. You may be thinking, but what does that mean for me? How can I let go when everything feels so chaotic? This video is for you. It's a reminder that your peace doesn't have to be earned through struggle. It's already within you, waiting to be uncovered. You just have to allow it in. So if you're tired of the constant striving, the endless need to control every moment, and you're ready to experience something more profound, something real, this journey is for you. Together, we'll explore how letting go can bring the peace you've been longing for. Let's dive in. Part 1. The Illusion of Control. You wake up each day with a plan. You know exactly what you want to do, where you want to be, and how everything should unfold. You tell yourself that if you manage your time, your work, your relationships, and your goals just right, everything will fall into place. But somewhere along the way, things slip through your fingers. The unexpected happens. People disappoint you. Life doesn't always follow the script. It's in these moments that the illusion of control becomes painfully clear. You hold on tight, but the harder you grip, the more you realize that control was never really in your hands to begin with. The truth is, the need for control often only creates more chaos. You're trying to impose your will on a world that moves beyond your influence, and every time you force something to fit, it pushes you further from peace. Take a deep breath for a moment. Can you feel it? The pressure you put on yourself to keep everything under control. The constant tension, the mental exhaustion. What if I told you that it's not your job to control everything? What if letting go of that control could actually give you more freedom, more peace, and a greater sense of purpose? What if the very thing you've been holding on to so tightly is the thing that's holding you back from living fully? You've probably been taught that control equals success, that if you don't manage every detail, you'll fail. But think about it for a moment. Can you really control everything? Can you control other people's actions? The weather? How someone else feels about you? The answer, of course, is no. And when you try to control things that you can't, it only leads to frustration, anger, and exhaustion. You waste energy trying to shape things that are beyond your influence. But here's the beautiful truth. Letting go of control doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're trusting yourself, trusting life, and trusting the process. It means accepting that some things are beyond your power, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, this acceptance is often the first step towards true freedom. You've spent so much of your life trying to control everything around you, but what if you started focusing on what you can control? Your reactions, your thoughts, your mindset, the way you approach life. You see, while you can't control the external world, you can absolutely control how you respond to it. And that, my friend, is where your true power lies. Imagine for a moment that you release the need to control every detail. You stop trying to manipulate outcomes. Stop obsessing over every possible scenario. Instead, you embrace what comes with all its uncertainties. You trust that life will unfold as it's meant to, and you find peace in the flow of things. In those moments, you'll feel a weight lifted from your shoulders. It's not weakness to let go, it's strength. You are not your circumstances. You are not the outcome of every decision you've ever made. You are not defined by your ability to control. You are defined by your ability to let go, to trust, and to remain peaceful in the face of life's uncertainty. You have the power to shift your perspective and change the way you experience the world. As you continue to reflect on the illusion of control, ask yourself, what would it feel like to let go? What would it feel like to no longer fight against the current of life, but to float along with it, trusting that everything you need will come in its own time? The next time life feels like it's slipping out of your hands, remember, you don't need to control it. You simply need to let go and allow it to be. This is where your peace begins. Part 2. The Stoic approach to letting go. There's a timeless wisdom within Stoic philosophy that speaks directly to your heart, urging you to look beyond the surface of life's challenges. It invites you to understand that much of what causes suffering and frustration in your life stems from your desire to control things that are beyond your reach. The Stoic approach to letting go is simple yet profound, and it's one that can lead you to peace if you choose to embrace it. You might be asking yourself, how do I let go? It's not easy, is it? The world teaches us that holding on, staying in control, and constantly striving to manage everything will bring us success and happiness. But the Stoics believed differently. They saw life not as something to dominate, but as something to accept and flow with. They knew that the key to peace wasn't in control. It was in the wisdom to know what you can change and what you must accept. The Stoics teach us to focus on what is within our control. And what is that exactly? Your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude. That's it. Everything else, the external circumstances, the people around you, the unpredictable twists and turns of life, are beyond your power to control. Once you accept this, you'll realize that all the time and energy you've spent trying to control the uncontrollable has been wasted. Let's pause for a moment. Think about something in your life that's causing you stress right now. Something that's out of your control. Maybe it's a situation at work, a relationship, or the state of the world around you. Now consider this. Can you change it? Can you force the outcome to be what you want? The answer is likely no. But what you can do is change how you respond to it. That's where the Stoic wisdom comes in. The Stoics understood that the only thing you truly own is your ability to choose your response. They believed that your peace of mind comes not from trying to control the world, but from accepting the world as it is and focusing on your own inner peace. You have the power to decide how you react to life's challenges. You can choose to let go of the need for control and instead focus on maintaining a calm, rational mind. Think of it this way. Every time you feel yourself getting caught up in the chaos of life, you have a choice. You can continue to struggle against the current, or you can choose to let go and let the current carry you. It's not about giving up. It's about accepting that there are things you cannot change, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's liberating. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This is the essence of letting go. It's about shifting your focus from trying to control the uncontrollable to mastering your own response. And in doing so, you free yourself from the weight of unnecessary struggle. Imagine how it would feel to no longer be constantly fighting against life. To no longer feel as though you're swimming upstream, always battling against things you cannot change. Instead, picture yourself flowing with life, navigating its ups and downs with calm and clarity. This is the power of letting go, of releasing the need for control and allowing yourself to be at peace with what is. The Stoic approach to letting go isn't about weakness. It's about strength. It's about having the courage to face life as it is and trust that you will be okay. It's about understanding that control is an illusion, and the real power lies in your ability to let go. When you stop trying to control everything, you open yourself up to a deeper, more fulfilling experience of life. Take a moment now to reflect on this. Can you let go of the need to control the uncontrollable? Can you trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way without needing to dictate the outcome? The Stoics believe that when you embrace this mindset, you open the door to true freedom and peace. So, as you continue on your journey, remember, letting go isn't giving up. It's a conscious choice to shift your focus from the things you cannot control to the strength and peace that lie within you. You have everything you need to live with grace and tranquility. Let go and watch how peace begins to unfold in your life. Part 3. The inner power of letting go. In your life, there's a quiet but immense power waiting to be unleashed. It's a power that lies within you, rooted deep in your ability to let go. I know it may sound paradoxical, letting go in order to gain power. But trust me, this is the truth that many who've walked this path before you have come to understand. The real strength doesn't come from holding on. It comes from surrendering. When you let go, you tap into a deep, unshakable reservoir of inner power that has always been there, just waiting for you to recognize it. What does this inner power look like? It's the stillness within you when the world around you is chaotic. It's the peace you feel when you no longer need to control every moment. It's the quiet confidence that comes when you realize that no matter what happens, you are okay. You have what it takes to face whatever life throws at you. And this, my friend, is where the power lies. Think about the moments in your life when you felt truly at peace. Chances are, those were the moments when you weren't trying to force anything to happen. You weren't consumed by the need to control. Instead, you were flowing with life, trusting that the path would unfold as it was meant to. That's the essence of this inner power, the ability to trust, to surrender, and to let things be as they are. The Stoics were masters of understanding this power. They believed that true strength comes not from imposing your will on the world, but from accepting the world as it is, without resistance. They knew that peace comes not from avoiding discomfort, but from facing discomfort with courage and equanimity. By letting go of the need to control everything, they tapped into a kind of power that's not only enduring, but transformative. So, how can you tap into this power for yourself? It starts with letting go of the little things, the small moments of frustration, the constant need to have everything go your way, the endless striving. It's in these small, everyday moments that your inner power is either activated or stifled. The more you let go, the more you create space for your true power to emerge. Now think for a moment about what you're holding on to in your life. What are the things, people, or situations that you're desperately trying to control? What would it feel like if you could release those? Not as a sign of weakness, but as an act of strength. When you let go, you are saying, I trust myself. I trust life. I trust that things will unfold as they're meant to, and I will meet them with courage. And that trust is powerful. This inner power isn't something you have to search for outside of yourself. It's not something that will come with success, wealth, or fame. It's already within you, lying dormant until you make the decision to let go. By choosing to release your grip on things you cannot control, you open yourself up to the profound strength that comes from within. You start to realize that you have the power to face anything, because you are no longer relying on the external world for your peace. The Stoics taught us that the only true power is the power over our own minds. When you let go, you take control of your inner state. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the master of your own response to them. This is where true empowerment lies. It's not in the world outside of you. It's in the way you choose to engage with the world, the way you choose to respond, and the way you choose to let go. Imagine how it would feel if you could approach every situation in your life with this inner power, not reacting impulsively or desperately trying to control, but instead meeting everything with a calm, centered mind. When you embrace this power, you realize that you are capable of handling anything life throws your way. And that feeling of capability, of knowing that you are strong enough, is what true peace feels like. The more you practice letting go, the more you'll uncover this power within you. It's not about abandoning your dreams or your desires. It's about recognizing that you can pursue your goals with grace, without clinging to the outcome. The true power comes from the process, from the ability to move through life with a sense of inner peace and clarity. You are the one who decides how you show up in the world. Let go, and watch how your inner power begins to unfold. As you continue on your journey, remember, letting go doesn't make you weaker. It makes you stronger. It allows you to tap into a deeper, more resilient part of yourself. The power to let go is the power to truly live. And it's yours for the taking. All you need to do is trust yourself and trust life to unfold as it is meant to. Part 4. Achieving peace. Through acceptance. In your pursuit of peace, there is one powerful truth you must come to understand. Peace is not something you chase. It's not something you achieve through effort or struggle. True peace comes from a simple yet profound act, acceptance. And this acceptance is not about resignation. It's about embracing life as it is, with all its unpredictability, imperfections, and challenges. You may be wondering, how can acceptance bring peace when life feels chaotic and beyond my control? The answer lies in the way you relate to life itself. You see, when you stop fighting against what is, when you stop trying to force things to be different, you allow yourself to experience peace. It's in that moment of surrender that you tap into a power far greater than resistance or control. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or turning a blind eye to the struggles you face. It means recognizing that life will unfold as it will, and that you don't need to fight every battle. It means choosing to accept what you can't change and focusing on what you can. The way you respond, the way you choose to show up. and the way you hold your inner peace amidst the storm. Think about the moments in your life when you've truly been at peace. More often than not, those moments are not the ones where everything went perfectly. They are the moments when you accepted what was happening, without judgment, without resistance. You weren't trying to change your circumstances. Instead, you were able to sit with them, to allow them to be, and in that, you found peace. Acceptance is not a passive state. It's an active choice. You are not choosing to be a passive observer of your life, but rather a conscious participant who understands the importance of accepting what is. The Stoics, who were masters of inner peace, knew this well. They taught that peace comes not from controlling the world around you, but from accepting it as it is, with all its flaws, its unpredictability, and its challenges. By accepting life, you release yourself from the endless cycle of trying to control every outcome. You stop placing your happiness in things that are outside of your control. Instead, you place it in your ability to accept, to find peace within yourself regardless of the external circumstances. The more you accept, the more you realize that true peace was never outside of you. It was always within, waiting for you to discover it. This is where the real transformation happens. When you accept life as it is, you stop being at war with it. You stop fighting against things that are beyond your control. And in this surrender, you find freedom. The freedom to live fully, to experience joy even in the midst of struggle, and to cultivate a sense of inner calm that no external event can take away. It's important to understand that acceptance doesn't mean that you never seek change. You may still strive for growth, for improvement, for better circumstances. But the key difference is that you no longer rely on those changes to bring you peace. You no longer place your happiness on a future outcome. You learn to be at peace with where you are, even as you work toward where you want to be. Acceptance allows you to let go of the need to control everything. It frees you from the weight of expectations and the burden of perfection. It reminds you that life is imperfect, and that's okay. It's in these imperfections that you will find your peace. As you reflect on your own life, ask yourself, where am I resisting? What am I trying to control that I cannot? And how can I begin to embrace this moment just as it is? Because when you do, you'll notice something beautiful happening inside of you. You'll begin to feel lighter, freer, and more at ease. Your peace will no longer be something that depends on external conditions. It will be something that is always within you, ready to be embraced. Acceptance is the key to peace. It's not about ignoring your challenges or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing that peace is not found in changing your circumstances. It's found in accepting them fully and completely. When you can accept life as it comes, you will find that peace is no longer a destination, but a state of being that you carry with you wherever you go. This journey is not easy, but it is worth it. The more you practice acceptance, the more you will come to understand its power. And as you do, you'll find that peace is no longer something you seek. It will be something you already possess, always there, waiting for you to remember it. Part 5. The road to inner peace is personal. Your journey to inner peace is uniquely yours. It's not a path that can be walked in the same way by anyone else. No one can tell you exactly how to find it or when you will reach it, because peace is deeply personal. It doesn't live in a destination. It's a way of being, a way of feeling, and it's something you create from within. You might have heard people talk about peace as if it's an external thing, something you can obtain when everything around you is perfect. But the truth is, peace isn't found in external circumstances. It's found in the way you approach life, in the way you choose to accept it, and in the way you choose to care for yourself along the way. It's found in the quiet moments when you realize that, despite the chaos around you, you are at peace within. You might be wondering how this personal journey begins. The truth is, it starts with you, right here, right now. The first step is acknowledging that you have the power to create peace in your life. It doesn't come from controlling the world around you or waiting for things to be just right. It comes from how you choose to respond to what life presents you with. In each moment, you have the power to decide how you want to react, how you want to feel, and how you want to carry yourself. When you accept that you can't control everything, when you stop trying to make life fit into your expectations, that's when the path to peace begins. It's a path that requires self-awareness, but it's also a path that is built on trust. Trust in yourself, in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This road isn't always easy. There will be moments when life feels overwhelming, when your mind feels scattered and your emotions pull you in every direction. But it's in those moments, when you feel like you're at your lowest, that you have the chance to find peace. It's in the moments of chaos that you get to choose how you respond, whether you let the chaos control you, or whether you stand firm, grounded in your own inner peace. Remember, this journey is yours alone. No one else can walk it for you. And there will be times when it feels lonely, when you question if you're on the right path. But as you go deeper into yourself, you'll realize that the peace you seek isn't found in anyone else's journey. It's already inside of you. All it takes is your willingness to look within, to trust yourself, and to accept the flow of life without resistance. Finding peace isn't about avoiding life's challenges. It's not about pretending that everything is perfect or that you have everything under control. Instead, it's about knowing that no matter what happens, you have everything you need within you to stay grounded. It's about knowing that no matter how turbulent life gets, you have the strength to remain calm, to stay centered, and to continue moving forward. This is why the road to inner peace is personal. It's not about following someone else's steps. It's about creating your own path, one that is aligned with your values, your strengths, and your truth. And while the road may not always be straight or easy, each step you take brings you closer to the peace that's waiting for you. You have everything you need to begin this journey. The key is simply to start. Take a deep breath and trust yourself. Trust that even in the moments when you feel lost or uncertain, you have the power to find your way back to peace. Because peace is not something that is lost. It's something that is always within you, waiting for you to remember it. As you move forward, don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Your peace is yours, and it doesn't look the same for anyone else. It's yours to discover, to nurture, and to protect. And remember, this journey is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about each step you take, no matter how small, bringing you closer to the peace that is your birthright. So take a moment now, breathe deeply, and let go of any pressure to get it all right. Trust that, with each choice you make, you are moving toward the peace you deserve, and know that the road ahead is uniquely yours. Keep walking it, and let your inner peace guide you every step of the way. Conclusion: As you reflect on everything you've just heard, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and let these words sink in. The journey toward peace is not something you have to chase. It's not something that's out of reach. It's already inside you, quietly waiting for you to recognize it. All you need to do is let go of the need to control, and you will find that peace is not something you seek. It's something you allow. You are not defined by your struggles, your challenges, or your need for control. You are defined by your ability to find peace in the midst of it all. The power to live with tranquility, acceptance, and clarity is within you, right now. And the more you embrace this truth, the more you'll experience a life filled with the calmness you seek. So I ask you, what would happen if you let go of the pressure to control everything around you? What if, instead of resisting, you accepted the flow of life as it comes? Take a moment to consider how that might feel. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about each day being a new opportunity to practice letting go, to trust yourself, and to embrace the peace that's already within. Now, I want you to commit to this journey. It's not about one big leap. It's about the small steps you take every day. And I promise you, each one of those steps will bring you closer to the inner peace that is yours to claim. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to take the next step. Subscribe so you don't miss more empowering content like this. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what letting go means for you and how you're embracing peace in your own life. And remember, the road to inner peace is personal. It's uniquely yours, but you don't have to walk it alone. Thank you for being here. You've taken the first step. Now trust in yourself and keep walking. Peace is waiting.